Hello everyone again, it's me Al Brown Spencer. I have gutted and cleaned the conger eel that I caught yesterday, uh, and I have weighed everything that came out from uh, this conger eel, but also there were like some waste that went in the bin straight away. So the weight should be more than what I'm gonna calculate to you now. But anyway, uh, after removing the guts and the fat and everything inside, which weighed about 1.7 kilograms. So the guts and everything inside, and the fat and the membrane and all of this weighed about 1.7 kilograms. And I actually took this in a plastic bag and I threw it in the water again so the other fish can eat it and so on. So that's the waste, 1.7 kilogram. And the meat, I weighed it, and it weighed about less than 5 kilograms, but this including the bones and the head and all of this. So excluding the bones and the head and the skeleton and all of this, there should be, before cooking the meat, there should be about 4.5, more or less, about 4.5 or less kilogram of fillet or of meat. But the problem with the conger eel, that it's like the octopus or even worse. When you cook it, or I mean fry it, especially frying it or cooking it with other food, the meat shrinks badly. I mean shrinks 50% because it loses lots of water and oil and other stuff. So if all the meat I've got from this eel, fillet, I mean, about 4.5 kilograms, after cooking it and putting it in a tub, or I mean frying it and cooking it in a tub and putting it in a tub and draining the oil and all of this, I should get about 2 kilograms at least of cooked meat. And this meat will be ready to be cooked with other stuff. So I can cook it with, I don't know, like some vegetables or some pasta or whatever. So yeah, this eel, after I cook the meat, you will yield about 2 kilograms or more of cooked meat, which I believe will last with me for about, I don't know, like 3 days, maybe 4 days, because every meal I will put like 300, 250, 300 grams of meat, and sometimes I will just eat the meat as it is with bread. So yeah, that eel will last with me about 3-4 days at max. I went out and I bought some stuff to go, or I mean that I can cook it. I'm gonna show you what I bought and so on. Simple stuff. So I bought some tomato for €1. I bought some green pepper, and I bought a couple of fruit that cost me about €1, which is good. So the pepper and the tomato, good. The pepper has iron in it, and but this one not high amount of iron, but still has iron in it, and I believe vitamin C as well, or something like that. Please don't quote me on this because I didn't search for the nutrition value for this pepper. So iron is good for me, and the tomato has minerals in it, and natural minerals, I mean, and fiber, so it's good for the tummy and so on. And of course, the eel itself, the conger eel meat itself, is very, very, very beneficial, and it's full of nutrition. And as I said in the previous video today, the meat of the conger eel has lots or packed with B vitamins. So you name it, B12, B2, B1. And of course the B12 is for energy and good for the digestion and other functions in the body. The B2 for your eyesight, for your manhood, and so on. The B1 is good for your heart, for respiratory system, and the efficiency of the capillaries in the blood to extract oxygen and so on from the lungs and distribute it in the blood. So That means I can hold my breath longer underwater. And it has zinc, which is good for lots of things, for the health in general, for hormones, and for manhood, and so on. It has selenium, so it's good for the thyroids and healthy functions of the body in terms of using the energy and the fat and all of this. And it has lots of other stuff and minerals and so on. So it's really, really beneficial. And I am 100% sure that I will enjoy eating this, and hopefully nothing is going to go to waste, nothing is going to go off. I am saying so because I don't have a way of freezing or putting, keeping any product or anything cold. I have a small fridge here in the van, but I cannot run it on the battery because I'm not running the car, I'm not driving, and so on, and it consumes the battery straight away. It's going to be very bad, and the batteries will end quickly. So yeah, I cannot use this fridge. So in other words, I cannot freeze this meat or keep it cold. So hopefully, after I cook it and it's here, it's not gonna go off, and I'm gonna consume it because it would be bad if any of this meat goes off and so on. Uh, this is how I'm surviving, relying on people's help to buy food and so on, or catch food from the sea or the ocean. I have no source of income. I have no money. I have no place to live. I have nothing at all. And whatever people give me, and I spend some money for buying food and so on. Whatever is left from this money, if there is any left, I save it and keep it aside for another day, or to save it for for my van to get it registered and so on, or getting fuel and so on. So, for example, yesterday, people helped me with in total about €7. €7, that's for the time I was standing and asking people for help. €7. And yesterday I bought stuff for €10. So I spent another €3 on top of the €7 from the money that I am keeping aside. That, as I said, if people give me money and I buy food and there's this extra left, I put it aside and so on. So I spent yesterday €3 or over €3 from extra money to buy stuff. And today I spent another almost €4. Again, this is from the money before. So I spent another €7 or €8 on top of the €7 that the people helped me with yesterday. And this is how I'm living, basically. People help me with money. I buy food and drink. I catch fish from the sea and eat. Buy oil and gas for the small cooker that I have. I make tea with this. I cook my food with this. I fry the fish with this. Everything. So when people give me money, I buy the gas containers for the gas cooker. This cooker. And I cook stuff and so on. And when people don't give me enough money, I spend from any money that I saved before. As I said, yesterday I spent €10, and today almost €5. And people only helped me about €7 yesterday. And of course, today is Sunday, so people are busy just going out with their kids, having fun, eating outside, doing this and that. So there is no opportunity for me to go and stand there and ask people for help when people really have, their own day on the weekend with their kids, with their families, or whatever, and so on. This is basically my life. This is how my abusers are keeping me helpless, hopeless, depending on people to give me help money so I can buy food and other stuff, or catching food from the ocean and I feed myself and so on. And they have been keeping me like this for so long, even since I was in Germany. Since March 2024, I hadn't had any job or any source of income, and even any money that I had at that time from any previous jobs, I spent it, and then that's it. And of course, moving to France, and then Ireland, and asking people for help everywhere and all of this. And here is in Spain is the same. So in other words, my abusers are bastards, and no matter what they say or whatever they say, they are lying bastards, and they are just keeping me in the rut, as you can see, under zero. I have no money, I have no friends, I have no family, I have no job, I have no place to live, no hygiene. The last time I had a proper shower was over 5 months ago. It was about 6 months ago when I was in France. And since then, I haven't had a shower at all. All what I'm doing is just going in the water while I'm spear fishing. And when it was the season and there was like the water on the beach, I used to clean myself with this water and so on. So uh, uh, I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that authorities is a bitch, and anyone in any authority who's deliberately keeping me in these conditions is a fucking cunt. And I swear, if it's up to me and I have authority and power, which I don't want to have any authority or power, because it's a curse and it's bad, I would put these people in prison for life, no question asked. People are not games, people are not toys, people's lives are precious. No one has the right to destroy anyone's life or use their authorities to keep someone in conditions they don't want. And I am saying so because these bastards as well are putting doubts around, am I liking being in the van in these conditions or not, and so on. And I promise you, if it's up to me, I'll take my compensations, my money, and any money they owe me, and I would be living in a very luxurious mansion with big agriculture land around it where I'm going to start my farming business and so on. But for now, I'm struggling, and I am just being alive and surviving my abusers, these bastards, and so on. So anyway, if anyone who's watching this have any question or would like to help and so on, please get in touch and I will give you more information. I am this kind of a person that I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And when I believe in something, I never change it no matter what. And above all of this, for me, when I make up my mind regarding something, that's it. I don't change it whatsoever. And I am here in Spain waiting to see if the Spanish government is going to help me or not. And my plan is, if the Spanish government helps me and give me my money and my freedom and so on, I will be buying a mansion here in Spain, in northern Spain, with agriculture land, where I would be starting my life and so on, and start the farming business I want, the apple orchard, the vineyard, the pear orchard, and other fruit and veg, and the animals and the poultry that I would like to breed and trade in on all of this. And of course, starting a big family. Otherwise, I will be leaving in June next year, and my destination will be either Denmark or Sweden. And hopefully, if I have to leave Spain and go to another country, hopefully my next step or the next country basically will be the last country I would be traveling to, and I would be settling there, and I would be achieving my dreams, and above all, get the justice I'm looking for and get my freedom and so on, and exposing my abusers, of course. I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that injustice is unbelievably bad, and I don't know what to say. I have been on my own and alone for so long, and I'm not talking about the typical, situation where a man would be looking for a girlfriend, which I am, but this is not the loneliness I'm talking about. This is not that I am being on my own because I don't have a girlfriend. It's not like this. It's like, imagine when you don't have anyone, you have no friends, you have no family, you have no one to call real friend and to trust, or a family member that you trust and beside you and next to you. And I have no one to talk to. And even when I go outside and talk to people, it's just people, like talking to strangers and so on. So it's not like friendship and so on. And yeah, uh, My abusers are cunning bastards, and they are fucking bastards, and they deserve all the worst stuff to happen to them. They deserve all the worst stuff to happen to them for all what they have done to me till now. Till now. It's not just that they made me homeless in the UK for almost 3 years. Again, they are making me homeless. And now since March 2024, and now we are November 2025. So a year and 8 months, I believe. Yeah, a year and 8 months, or a year and 10. Yeah, a year and 8 months, or a year and 6 months. Yeah, a year and 8 months. Yes, a year and 8 months. So yeah, I don't know what else to say apart from thank you very much for watching, and if you can help, please help. I need justice so badly. And exposing my abusers and getting them punished properly and going to prison is something that must happen. So I feel free, I feel, safe, I feel peace of my mind for me and my future kids and their future kids. Anyway, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.